You could just help Gregory keep his room tidy.
Greg is his own problem, but Mum isn't helping. When she's saying things like, oh, can you help Greg keep his room clean? He's 30-something years old. That man, keyword here man, not boy, needs to know how to keep his room clean by himself. Sake.
90-day fiancé, 90 days.
Hello, I'm Wilko, ready to rehash another episode of 90 Day Fiancé. It is season 11 and this is episode 4. Oh, I just caught myself in the monitor. Oh, this tie is particularly ugly today. Thank you to whoever sent this bad boy. If you're new to the channel, by the way, I know they're ugly. It's a choice. I'm not saying it's a good choice.
I need one more baby.
She's taking a shower.
Again?
Did you sleep with that girl?
All right, let's catch up with Juan and Jessica. And Jessica is cooking some brekkie in bed for her cruising lover, now live-in fiance. Oh, and she knows just how Juan likes it. Egg and banana. Such a classic dish, which I see on so many a menu. Obviously, this delicacy is to make up because there has been zero intimacy, but I'm sure banana eggs will do just the trick.
Eggs and banana? No, that's good.
Oh, and he is just as thrilled as we would be to be handed such a delicious meal. The good news is that they're alone now, and you've heard about like oysters and how they're an aphrodisiac. Well, have you heard about eggs and banana?
So back in bed?
Thank you. I don't know how to start.
We know how to start. I know how to
Pregnant, so I
start.
think you know how to start.
Woohoo, finally.
Can I get a pillow?
Ain't no pillow, man. I promise that.
Because I'm going to snuggle you.
I forgot this one, yeah. This is better than breakfast.
Well, anything's better than breakfast, let's be honest. All right, Jessica, it's time for your second banana of the day. Num, num, num.
I'm feeling free. Oof.
Finally, it is time for Juan to really explore the sights of Torrington, Wyoming in the cold light of day.
I guess I'm gonna get tired of eating the same things. I better start cooking, I guess.
There's the Chinese restaurant that's actually open.
Oh, yum. The Chinese restaurant that's actually open. Is that its full name? I'll tell you this for free. I'm not here to mock some small town Chinese restaurant because I've eaten Chinese in a lot of small towns and most of it is bloody delicious. And the worse the place looks, the better the food is. That's how Chinese restaurants work. If you want to know where Juan's head is at, he compares the town of Torrington to a retirement village, and I'm kind of with you. You know, with the cows and the one cinema with the old movies like Nothing Current. Oh, and bingo.
Do you guys play bingo here?
There is some bingo in town. I would love to go to bingo.
Oh.
Oh, well, that confirms it. Retirement village. I love that Jess is like, oh, I would love to go to bingo. Oh, I've been waiting for the day for just a man to take me to bingo. Jess is also trying to make comparisons from the cruise ship life to the town life, and they're not the same life. Juan is obviously very negative at the moment because Jess is like, see, it's the same thing. And he's like, stop saying that.
I think she's wrong and she just don't want to accept it.
It's not the same thing. Life is going to be very different. And he seems like okay with it, but he doesn't want anyone pretending. Speaking of pretending, let's check in on Greg, the man who's pretending to be an adult, and Joan, who are in the same bed, in the same room. And I'm assuming the door's shut. So, scandalo.
You missed me.
Oh my God, I missed you like crazy. Can't wait to squeeze that booty. Was my mama home alone? Oh yeah.
Oh, she's out there on the lawn.
Hi, Greg. Still sleeping?
We're waking up.
Oh.
Oh, classic mum. Are you still in bed? Yeah, you could be too. Well, actually, no. Greg's mum has no time to be in bed because she's the only one doing anything around that place. I'm not going to try and not read into it too much that she said hi to Greg and not Joan. I'm going to try not to look into that. Like I'm thinking about it and it feels icky, but anyway. There was no intimacy between the two last night, which makes total sense. Well, there was a kiss on the lips and Greg makes it sound so scandalous.
I gave her a kiss on the lips. We hugged a little bit.
Joan is obviously scared that she has to be perfect all the time and in every way to make sure that she doesn't upset Greg's mum. So Greg, get your shit together and find a place. Instead of sitting there going, oh, I wish my mum would take a vacation. This is her house, mate. It's insane to me that this guy doesn't know his fiancée well enough to know that she would be uncomfortable in this situation and didn't do anything to make it better before she arrived.
If I did move out, I would definitely miss my mother a lot. That's okay.
Well, marry her then.
She is taking a shower.
Again? Last night she took a shower.
She takes a lot of showers.
Why?
Yeah, she likes to be clean.
There goes my water bill. I'll have to put a little timer on there.
Well, mum is a joy. Look, she's not wrong about bills. Everything costs so much money, but it's day 2, maybe, mum. Just like relax a little bit. This woman is meant to make your son happy for the rest of his life. So maybe we could just give her a little bit of time. Mum also turns around and says, oh, well, she can just jump in the pool. And I don't know about you, but the pool and the shower are 2 very different things. Like, I don't ever get out of a pool and think, I'm so clean now. Greg talking about how he's going to miss his mum if they move out, which we know is just not going to happen. Greg also needs to assist in this cutting of the cord. It's not like you would move that far away from mum, but having your own space is very important in a new relationship, especially if you two are meant to get married in 3 months.
Gregory says you'd like to take a lot of showers.
Yeah,
How many a day?
something like
How
3.
many a day?
Really? Are they long showers? I'm only saying that because everything went sky high here.
We're not long shower.
Are they hot showers?
Medium?
Only I'm saying because I noticed with my electric bill how it jumped. She takes like not too, doesn't abuse and, not take 10-minute showers,
Maybe like get to know her a little bit before coming for her and her bathroom routines. I know, again, it's mum's house, her rules, but you would hope that she would be a little bit more accommodating for the woman who's going to love her son. Sorry, pick up after her son. Sorry, baby her son. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of warmth coming from mum to her potential daughter-in-law. It's also wild that Greg pays nothing towards rent or utilities. Like, you are grown. You are proper grown. Fix it.
You could just help Gregory keep his room tidy, and I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable in the house. I mean, I know you 2 want to be together, and I wish you're able to afford your own place because it's always nice starting out.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Subtle little dig. Greg is his own problem, but mum isn't helping. When she's saying things like, oh, can you help Greg keep his room clean? He's 30-something years old. That man, keyword here, man, not boy, needs to know how to keep his room clean by himself, for fuck's sake. Also, Joan, do you know this man? Do you know the man that you're marrying? I get very confused when women think that men are just going to change just because they're like engaged or going to be married. I don't think Greg's the guy who's actually going to like step up to the plate. All right, that one's making me mad. So let's meet something else that's also going to make us equally as mad. We're meeting this couple for the first time, and there seems to be a bit of a backstory because they're going to do this whole like, here's what happens at the end of the 90 days.
Like, how could you do this to me when I've done so much for you? Like, how? To sit there waiting, patiently waiting at 104-degree temperature outside. Every minute felt like an hour.
I understand. How are you feeling? I don't know. I think I was like frozen inside and I was just feeling lost. I don't know what was happening.
Not having it.
All right, so I guess we kind of know that one's not gonna last. Anyway, 3 months earlier, it seems to be a very different love story.
My name is Alia. I'm 25
Aaliyah.
years old and I live in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. When I was a little kid growing up, I always used to look to the other girls, asking myself why I'm not like them. Because I always felt that I was a woman. What I realize now is that I am trans woman. When I was a teenager, I was expressing myself as a gay boy, but that was not enough to me because that don't represent the person that I am inside. I gave me a name, and it's Alia.
Here's what I don't understand about the world, right? Like, I watch a story like Aaliyah who goes, my whole life, I haven't felt like I'm right. Like, everything about my body has not been right. Everything about how I present to the world has not been right. And now I found exactly what makes me feel right. And then there's such a huge part of the world who wants to shit all over that. And I just don't understand it. It's good to know that she's living her true life right now and she's going to be with her beau, Sean.
My name is Sean. I'm 62 years old and I live in West Hollywood. This is my 1927 West Hollywood Hills home that was allegedly built by Charlie Chaplin. I started doing hair and makeup since 1996. I've done everything, movies, TV, and major shows like Ugly Betty, Desperate Housewives, films like Men in Black, Scream, and I've done it for 35 years.
All right, he's living in West Hollywood in allegedly a home that was made by Charlie Chaplin. Allegedly. I think you would know, but you would know, right? There'd be some sort of history of the house. Do we have to say allegedly? And I tell you what, Sean has got some stuff. He's got a lot of stuff around the house. What he likes to call memorabilia. I call expensive hoarding. Now, given where he lives and also having such a big career, you would assume that Sean is doing fine with the cash. So maybe Aaliyah is gonna have a blessed life now. He has 3 kids from a previous marriage, and since that divorce, he came out of the closet and he decided he was gay.
During our trip to Spain was Gay Pride. I thought it would be nice to ask him if he wanted to dress up. He said, oh, I've never done that before. So I said, well, let's go wig shopping. He got asked to go on a float. Aaliyah was born. Aaliyah and I applied, well, Douglas and I have applied for the K1 visa, but now everything's a different playing field. There is no more Douglas.
Wow, what a wild ride for them both. Like I said before, it is super sweet that Aaliyah has finally found something that feels like herself. But Sean fell in love with who she was before. And I know that that doesn't completely change everything, but it's got to be really confusing because you've got these feelings and you're in love with that person and there's so much of that person that is still there. But then, oh, geez, that's tough.
I met somebody, I fell in love with somebody, I was ready to marry somebody, I had all my boxes checked, and that person died. But now we have 90 days to figure it all out. So, or get off the pot, as they say.
Yeah, but if you don't feel 100% like this is the right thing to do, then maybe don't do it. Is this why they've shown us the wedding sort of not really happening and a runaway bride kind of situation? Because they know that the whole storyline is going to obviously not work out. Aaliyah is here now, but all the K1 visa info has been filled out with her previous name. So what does she do? Like pretend that she's that previous version of herself? Like mentally is probably not great for you. Or do you just start all over again? This has got to be the worst timing. And I don't think either of them are exactly ready for this. Back with Maddie and Stevie.
I've looked at this
weird?
house in Google Map a lot.
You Google map it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little bit creepy, isn't it? I look at this house on Google Maps a lot. Okay. When he does enter this house, something that Google Maps doesn't show is the inside of the house. Thank goodness. And when he does, his eyes are assaulted by boobs. Boobs, glorious boobs. I'm not sure if Maddie is like a hard up boob man, but he is also approached by a pussy cat that he has never seen or touched. Now, I'm not just talking about this specific pussy cat. I'm talking about any. He has never patted a pussy in his entire life.
Oh, she's here.
Yeah. Just let her come to you, okay? Just let her smell you.
This is the first time I'm touching a cat, I swear.
Yeah.
You promise it's clean?
Yes.
Can we be honest?
Yeah.
I have to wash my hands. Cats in Iran live outside of the house. I'm sorry, but this is the very first time touching a cat.
Honestly, every little thing in his life now must be so different to the life that he had in Iran. After he's done washing that awful pussycat smell off his hands, he does spot a painting which we saw Stevie doing of him, and it's a nude, obviously. She's very much into nudes, and he doesn't see the art in it at all. He's just like, I don't understand why we're doing this.
Honestly, I've been always wondering if Stevie is into women. Stevie has always told me that she doesn't like men, doesn't like to paint them, she doesn't want to like be close to men. So it's been always a question, but now I think I'm questioning it more. If Stevie tells me that she's bisexual or something like that, honestly, I think I'm catfished.
Calm down. There are a lot of women who are afraid of men. Like, you might be sexually attracted to men, but it doesn't mean that you want men around or you want to paint men or whatever. Like, it doesn't mean that she's bisexual or lesbian friends or anything like that. So just chill out. Anyway, with that cat just creeping around the bed, sweet dreams, Maddie. Oh, let's check in with our favorite throuple. They're in Mexico to spend time with the other third, Annie. Oh, and it's such a fun game of let's find the third. Although they do seem to be the only ones wearing these masks. Oh no, which one could be Annie? Well, it's the one wearing the mask. We told her to wear a mask.
So funny. I am Annie. He's my boyfriend, and she's my girlfriend too.
Blink twice if you need help, Annie. I don't know. The throuple thing is making me feel weird, and it's not because that they're a throuple, guys. I'm open with whatever you want to do in your sex life. It just feels like a weird power thing. I don't know. I'll watch more before I have my final decision on it all. I also love while this is happening, once they've found each other, people are just watching it all go down. 3 people kissing on the street and cameras filming them. They must be thinking, oh, okay, I guess this is something for that OnlyFans thing that I hear about all the time.
You look so pretty. Thank you. I need to get me one of those costumes.
What are you guys doing?
We are here to spend some time with our girlfriend.
¿Tú eres su novia?
Sí, de los dos.
Yes.
Okay.
People look at us as an throuple, but you know what? We love it. We enjoy it.
Do you like it? The people
Yeah.
look at us.
No, Minnie really loves it. She's really, like, Matt's obviously invested because he's getting, Minnie just, like, loves that people are like, what? You're so scandalous. And she's like, yes, we are. Oh, God.
Yeah, and it's not just a decision for Ani, and it's got family that's going to be integrating with us, so she's making a decision for multiple people.
Big decision.
Yeah, this whole picture is, I don't know, it's weirding me out. Pause it. I don't know. She's holding one side and Matt's like holding the back and also holding her hand. I don't know. Is Annie okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? I don't know. Matt is creeping me out a bit. I can't really pinpoint exactly why, but yeah, like I said, the way that he was holding her and the way that they keep going on about how, oh, everyone keeps sexualizing the whole throuple life, but then they like pull out lingerie as soon as they get back to the hotel room. Great, guys. That'll really help the whole misconception for this lifestyle. Over with Mark and Mina, Mark is trying to make things up to her with a cappuccino. Yes, that'll do it. Just a hot cup of joe, and that'll turn everything around for you. If I was Mark, after everything that went down the night before, I just like wouldn't bring her anything hot that she could throw in my face.
It's good. Taste it. Okay.
No.
The cappuccino is good? It's not good. It's not like Paris.
No.
Nothing will ever be like Paris, Mark. Why is she with him? Like, she doesn't like him or his family. And his family absolutely don't like her either. So I just don't understand why I'm making this happen. Does Mark like being negged all the time? Because it seems like that's all that's happening for him in this life. Anyway, you know what will make Mina feel better is if you get everybody in the aviation community, you have a little barbecue, they come over, everyone gets to meet, and she realizes that she's 100% in a retirement village with airplanes.
Welcome to America.
With the
Spanish accent. Oh, you got a martini?
Oh, a martini pack.
Le plus jeune.
That's got to make you feel good, doesn't it, Mina? Oh, you got the youngest guy in the aviation community. So there. Well, I'm obsessed that there's a cupcake pat and there's a martini pat. Yeah, and I'm definitely more a martini than a cake guy, so I would hang out with Martini Pat too.
You are in the woods. I always said when I married Bob, he's a pilot, and he loved it here, and he was in heaven, and I was in the woods.
It's too calm. I need to walk outside, and Paris, I have time. I take stroller. No place for stroller.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Wait, I have a stroller for my dogs, and we'll walk together, and you'll like it. You'll love it. And I like a martini.
This I like.
Oh, God, make a show about Martini Pat. I'm obsessed. I want to know her life. And Mina, how are you not going to take her up on the offer to, like, walk around with her, you with Marie in the stroller and her with her dogs, and she's got one hand on the stroller and one hand on a martini? Make friends with the lady who does bottomless martinis, okay? Mina has really put out that this place is full of old people, but I'm like, look who you decided to have a child with and who you want to have another child with, okay? So you knew what you were getting yourself into, however you guys met. I don't really believe the story. Mina brings up that she wants more offspring, but the cockblock Jordan, ugh, God, his daughter is always in the way.
I need one more baby, but the market tell me he need authorization to Jordan.
He has to keep her happy.
It's my decision, not Jordan's decision. C'est mon corps, c'est mes envies. J'ai l'impression d'être en couple avec Mark et Jordan. C'est absurde.
Well, I totally agree. Your body, your decision, but it's also Mark's decision if he wants to have another child as well. So it's not just up to you. All right, we're going to leave that there because it's going so well. Joan is hitting the shops in the US of A for the first time, and she is finding that the cost of living in the US, just like here in Australia, is bad.
Oh, America is quite expensive.
Crazy, baby.
Do you have a budget for now?
Do I have a budget right now? Really? If I just see something I like, I just buy it?
God.
Insane. Greg is a person who would just want to spend. He doesn't think about tomorrow.
Greg is making no plans. Like, I'm actually shocked that Greg has managed to grab himself a fiancé from Uganda, especially one who has a bachelor's degree and was running her own NGO and seemingly had a great life there. How did Greg get this woman? Was he fully open and honest about the whole like living with mum money situation? It feels like you knew maybe some bits and pieces, but you certainly didn't know the extent of it.
I'm in the future now, so it's both of us, not only you.
The plan for the future, I declined that state job.
You did?
Why would you?
They wanted to give me the job, and I decided not to take it.
You turned down a New York State Department job?
I don't see the reason you had to decline that job. We need the money.
I just wanted to be able to spend time with you. I think there's going to be more opportunities in the future.
Like, I get it. You shouldn't be totally miserable at work. Look at me. I'm trying to make this like little YouTube dream happen with the 4.5 views this video is going to get. But still, you need to do stuff to pay the bills. And if you can't do that, then what's the point? Dreams are great. Back yourself, but also pay for things and build a life. Like, you can try and balance working part-time and also having a dream, you know what I mean? Like, and then he kept it a secret from her, I think is the biggest red flag here, is that he got offered this job from the State Department and he turned it down and he didn't chat about it with her once. And Greg, you made a commitment to support this woman and she can't do anything to make cash right now. So do your job. Support the family. Move out of your mum's house. Okay, quickly, let's go back to Mark and Mina because they clearly had a really fun night with Martini Pat.
Just like you last night. You know I like the tiger.
Yeah, no.
What? What did she do last night that was tiger related? Does Mina roar at him? There's so many questions, and you know what? I don't know if I want the answers.
Finally, the first night, you and me. Love you too. Have a good time with Mark and Ben.
Finally.
We had some good sex last night. I mean, right?
Your mommy wants you.
I'm really hoping his mummy isn't watching this show. And also, he's an old man. Like, I think his mum has figured out by now, after having a couple of kids in a failed marriage and now having another child with a woman from France, I think mum is aware that maybe Mark has had sex before. Even though I really don't want to see into their private life, it is good for a second to see Mina and Mark actually connect for a minute, you know, because I haven't really seen any real connection. So I kind of buy it a little bit that maybe she's into Mark.
You don't leave me alone last night.
It's not my fault. This is your fault. Your sexy body. It's not my fault.
Sometimes you see me just with my pajama, you're very excited.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what she's wearing. She's beautiful.
You can't stop.
I can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Wish they would. It seems like even at this age, Mark is just walking around with a steady. Now, this guy who was walking around like a dog with a bone for his new bride, Mina, he didn't get diapers. He didn't remember high chair, but he bought this for hikes, for goodness sake. Like, look at this thing. Mark obviously still has his priorities totally in check. Don't worry, guys. Also, Mina isn't one for hiking and the nature. So what? Why are you doing this? I do love that in this episode, Mina is just asking if Jordan like absolutely positively needs to be at their wedding. Fat chance she's going to miss that. She's waiting for that moment where they say, speak now or forever hold your peace. I don't think she's one for holding peace. Mina also really confuses me because she says that it's Mark's job to like get her daughter in line and speak to Jordan and she shouldn't be involved, which is confusing because didn't you want Jordan to speak to you direct and not be a slithery little snake? Mina, flip-floppy. Over with Maddie and Stevie, my attention is quickly drawn to this, oh God, living in her house. I mean, how anyone could get a good night's sleep in the house with this anywhere in the house is beyond me. Plus, he's also spotted some other things, so like a knife on display and then just this sign. Well, I guess you'd have to be mad to be on 90 Day Fiancé, right?
Oh my God. I don't feel okay. Shushu, just don't do that. I think I'm fine.
I don't think you're fine. While walking around, he feels like the town that she lives in gives that like fake American movie kind of town, and I can see what he's saying. Stevie is also sharing that she has been keeping Maddie a dirty little secret, and by his face, it's not landing well.
I hadn't told Dad anything about you yet before you got here.
Like who I am?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Like who I am.
You had a year.
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense to me. If you're 100% about me, you would have...
What if I told him and he said, absolutely not, you're not doing this? Then how would we even got through the process of getting you here?
I have only one meeting to just make him feel good about me. You just made it like that.
I don't think it will be like that, though.
I really don't know how she could do this.
Yeah, okay, I'm also confused. So, one, she's not factored in his feelings at all. But also, if your dad said, no, you're absolutely not doing this, would you just not do it because your family doesn't want you to do it? Like, this, it's ridiculous. You're basically saying, well, if my family says that they don't approve of you, then you're going to have to go. It's just crazy to me that you wouldn't consider his feelings at all in this. Like, keeping him a secret. How is that going to make him feel? Over with Juan and Jessica, we've booked in for a night at the bar and grill, and most of the grilling will be from her friends to Juan, especially Megan. And it's Megan. I've never actually seen Megan spelt like this before.
Get us some Rocky Mountain oysters.
What is that?
Cow's balls. You know we eat the nuts, right?
Can you eat them?
They're so good.
We'll share one.
Okay, I'll take a little bite.
Dip it, dip it. Cheers, Juan. So good.
I mean, it's fine.
I don't trust Megan at all. So good. So good. Oh, okay, Megan, you might love those balls in your mouth, but that doesn't mean everybody does. I'm not here to shame anyone for the delicacies that they're into, but that is not for me. And I know that you're shocked and surprised because you know I love nuts. Over with Meg in, and now that she's got that energy from all those cow's balls that she's chucked in her gob, she is like a dog with a bone. She got so much energy and she wants honesty from Juan over the cheating scandal. But before we get into this again, can I say, if Juan has denied it and Jessica is happy with that, then that's kind of it, right? Even if between them as a couple, he said, you know what, by the way, I did this, but can we keep it between ourselves? Or she was like, let's keep it on the down low because my friends are going to freak the fuck out. Like, that's between them. It doesn't really involve you, Megan, and I don't know why you're so like in this.
I want honesty from Juan. I want him to tell me what actually happened because girls have intuition and I can feel that Juan has cheated on Jess. Potentially messing around just literally shatters my heart.
Shatters my heart. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm not for cheaters, and I'm all for friends to stick up for their friends, but there's something about Megan that really just me. Juan tries to make it clear that he thinks that we've all moved on from this, but Megan, well, she hasn't moved on, and she's clearly the most important person in this whole relationship, if you ask Megan.
I just think that's my private life.
You still haven't answered my question. What happened on the cruise?
Well, I messed up.
You messed up? How? Did you sleep with that girl?
I did.
Why tell her anything? Now she's going to go first. She's going to go on and on and on now. Is that it? Is that the end of the episode? Oh, God. So what we're going to pick up and the episode's going to be Megan still going on about this. I repeat, if Jessica knows about this and she's okay with this, that's their business. I think it's terrible that he's cheated on her, but that's their business, Megan. It has nothing to do with you. So why do you keep like banging on that door? Is a producer paying you a little bit extra on the side? All right, that's it for another episode of 90 Day Fiancé. Another one is just around the corner. If you love these videos and you want me to keep doing 90 Day Fiancé, you need to tell me in the comments below, and you can do that with one word, Meg-in. Megan. Put that in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.